What is up guys, it's your boy Solheim here, back with another Wrath of the Lich King Classic video. This one will be a news update video. We have some brand new, news that has come in for Wrath of the Lich King Classic. This is actually pretty huge as well, so strap yourself in, get ready, and let's get right into it. First of all though, why am I wearing a blanket? Once again, while I'm living in Norway, it's the middle of November, it is super cold and it's cozy. So with that being said, let's just jump right into it and check out the news. Let me just post these auctions right here and then we'll jump right into it, making sure I don't get undercut. And there we go, we're trying to sell some other ones as well. Oh, we've been selling some for 192 gold, definitely not bad. Let's check out the news though, so here we go. Okay, so the first thing we'll take a look at today is something that I personally care a little bit about, and it's kind of sad for me personally, but there's no plans to increase the gold cap in Wrath Classic. I do guess this kind of makes sense, but here we go. Blizzard has announced that there is no current plans to increase the gold cap in Wrath Classic. So someone asked them about this on the forums and they got their response. So while gold is definitely more plentiful from quest, dailies and other sources in Wrath Classic, we don't really feel like raising the gold cap would be healthy for the game at this point. We have been looking at gold data across all characters and across all level 80s, and in general even the 100th percentile average among level 80 characters in particular is nowhere near the gold cap. We'll be keeping an eye on it and may revisit this if you start seeing averages across the high 90s percentile start to bump up against the cap, but we aren't very close to that point, and the cap that is in place is likely still very appropriate. So that is the news for that one. We have another one as well that talks about phase 2 and Ulduar and what to expect from that phase, and from the raid itself, talking about Heroic Plus as well. Before we check out that news article though, if you're looking for some help to reach the actual gold cap right now in Wrath Classic, then I do want to recommend checking out my Wrath Classic gold guide through the link down below. This is a gold guide that I've made from scratch myself to help you with this specific intent to make gold cap. So we're covering different gold farms, gold making strategies, how to use professions to make more gold with those, talking about what to sell on the auction house, which items to invest in. It is basically a comprehensive gold making guide covering everything you want to know about gold making, like no matter how you want to make your gold, through daily crafting, regular crafting, farming gold, going out farming pets, you name it, there should be something in there for you. I'm trying to make the guide something that everyone can benefit from, no matter your playstyle, except for GDKPs. So we also have a Discord community going for that guide as well, with access to even more information regarding gold making, and it's an absolutely great community regarding gold making in Wrath Classic. So if you want to be a part of that, then check out the guide through the link once again down below in the video description and the pinned comment. Now also real quick before we dive into this news article right here, I do want to mention that we have a giveaway running on the previous video that I uploaded yesterday. So if you want to be a part of that one, we're giving away 2 heroic Northrend codes worth around 50 euros each, well 49.99. So we're giving away 2 of those in the previous video's comment section, the one that I uploaded yesterday, so I'll be leaving a link to that one in the video description down below as well. Make sure you're to join that one if you haven't already. I do know that phase 2 will bring back quite a few people and might even bring in some new people as well. So here we go, doing a giveaway for that one. Either way though, let's talk about the article itself. So we have some Ulduar data mined spells, and we have the data mined version of the new Heroic Plus, talking about the loot from that raid as well, or not the raid, but the raid loot from the dungeons, and also the actual Ulduar increased item levels. So when phase 2 comes out and Ulduar comes out, we'll be getting increased item levels, and in this post right here we can see exactly what that means on some items. So the Wrath Classic PTR has now been updated to build 3.4.1 point whatever number, and basically this means that the PTR public test realm has now been updated. So every single one, you don't have to have beta access or anything, you just need to get a PTR account and you can now play this this patch on the PTR. So it's been updated to the phase 2's Ulduar patch, or it will be phase 2's Ulduar patch. We have data mined the build and we have been able to see a lot of interesting things, pointing to previous developer interviews mentioning of Heroic Plus, as well as some clues for the upcoming gear item level increase. So it looks like Blizzard will be calling Heroic Plus Defense Protocol Alpha, which I do guess makes sense. It's like an Ulduar sounding name, or like a brand bronze bird kind of name, for achievements which are listed down below. Additionally, Blizzard will mention that there will be an item level increase for Ulduar loot. So one example listed in the uncategorized spells shows how Blood of the Old God, this one right here, will now now increase from 1284 attack power to 1358 attack power, which is basically about a 76 attack power increase based on my quick dumb math, but something like that. Actually, no, it's 84, 74, whatever really, 74, 84. It's a lot of attack power increase based on one item alone. So item level increases will affect trinket, will affect weapons, weapon damage, and the procs as well, and tier sets as well. So other examples can be found below. I will be checking out quite a few of those as well. So we have some new achievements coming out. We have the defense protocol alpha terminated. So there's one achievement for every single dungeon, giving you more achievement points, or possibly also feats of strength or legacy types of achievements. So here we go. All of those achievements right here. We have some classes and stuff, and let's check out some new stuff as well. So Reckoning gives you a 2% chance for after blocking or being hit by any attacking damage, and then 4%, 8%, 6% based on stuff and things. So you have 2% here with rank 1, 4% with rank 2, and 8% with rank 4. I am not going to go over all the class changes myself, so if you wanted to read that, I will leave a link to the article down below in the description so you can read the entire article. But what is interesting to me personally are the new items coming in phase 2 with the raid itself, and actually how the item level increase will affect these items. So here we go, uncategorized spells. We can now see, for example, we have some tier 8 items. So Death Knight tier 8 tank relic. Your rune strike ability grants you 136 dodge rating. That was the old one. The new one now gives you 144 dodge rating. So like a little bit of an increase right there, about a 8 increase right there for dodge rating. And Arena 4 Gladiator's Death Knight relic. Your plague strike ability grants you 144 attack power, that was the old one, and now we have 152 attack power, once again giving us 8 more attack power, which might not sound like a lot, but when you have that on every single item, and also from item sets as well, it definitely adds up itself. So you have Raised Dead, testing rune spells, Druid though, my main is a Druid, this one is really interesting to me. Tier 8 Balance Relic increases the spell power of your insect swarm by 374. That was the old one, and the new one is now 396. The Feral Relic increased your agility by 153 before, and now it's 162. For Restoration, it now gives you more healing on your Nourish ability, and we also have some increases as well for Gladiator's Idols. So you have this one, which used to give you 144 attack power, and now it gives you 152 attack power. This one right here used to give you 84 spell power, now it gives you 89 spell power instead, so only a 5 spell power increase, but once again adds up over time. And this one right here, a lot more healing on your Life Bloom ability. For Paladins, we have a lot of stuff coming in as well, so you can see, for example, Retribution Relic. This one used to increase your block value by 450, and now it increases your block value by 476, which could definitely be huge for example, boosting as well if you're into gold making. As a protection paladin, this is going to be absolutely huge. For Retribution Paladins, we have a Divine Storm, increases the damage by 235 was the old one, and 249 is the new one. We also have this one right here, so your Crusader Strike ability also grants you 144 attack power. That was the old one, and the new one gives you 8 more attack power instead of the old one. The same goes for Shamans. We have basically, like if you scroll down here and you read the entire thing, you will see that a lot of abilities have now been buffed by a slight amount, just to adjust it to the new item level. So Lava Burst damage is now 227 instead of 215, Storm Strike 164 instead of 155, and also increases the base amount healed by your Chain Heal by 257 instead of 243. So they're basically going around changing all of the items to give you more stuff based on this item level increase, which is definitely a good thing, and I can't wait to see how this will work on all the trinkets as well. So for example, this one, Alacrity of the Elements, increases your haste rating by 522. It will now give you 30 more haste rating in addition to the old one. Now, there is one thing that I'm kind of wondering about myself, and that is, for example, crafted items on the recipes coming from Ulduar. are those going to be buffed as well? Because if we look at, for example, these ones right here, we have the Sash of Ancient Power. That one is absolutely massive for a lot of people, and we also have the Spellslinger's Slippers, and we have a lot of crafted stuff with a Titan Steel as well for plate users that could be massive in the phase itself. So I'm wondering, will these BOE items also be buffed, or are they going to stay at 226 item level and have these stats? I don't think we have gotten any confirmations on just that one just yet, but based on the fact that they are actually buffing the item level on the items you get inside the raids, I am wondering if they will do the same for BOE items. If anyone has any information on that, let me know in the comment section down below. I would definitely be very interested to hear that, and personally I hope they buff this as well, because some of these items are actually BIS. Like for example, I think the Sash of Ancient Power is best in slot for Warlocks, don't quote me on that one, but there is definitely some best in slot items through crafted items. I think there are some best in slot crafted boots for DKs that are very good, not really BIS, but really good. But some of these crafted items could definitely be best in slot if they are buffed as well. So let me know in the comment section down below if anyone has any information on that, and if we don't have that yet, then that is definitely something that we should find out before the phase comes out, and Blizzard should tell us what is happening here. Either way, that is basically the video, guys, just talking about phase 2. This also gives us like an actual something of a release date. It gives us an indication at least, because previously PTRs have been updated 1 to 2 months before the phase goes live, and based on the fact that they're making so many changes in phase 2, I do think they need at least 1.5 months, and basically just about 2 months of actual beta testing or alpha testing or PTR testing, just to get the phase right, because they're changing the item level of every single item in the raid. They're also giving us Heroic Plus, and there's so many new things coming in this phase, so they need to take their time. So I'm actually really considering this is going to be like a middle of January, probably early middle January update, which makes me, well, it goes to my January 12th or 13th suggestion. Let me just pull up my calendar right here, so we have January coming up, and personally I think it's going to be dropping on a Monday, so January 12th should be just about when the actual patch or phase comes out. Either way though, that is the video. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like down below, and also subscribe to the channel for more classic WoW content. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again very soon.